home to ancient fossils and towering sand dunes. In 2024, it was the most visited country in Africa. This country sits in a region that has seen the rise and falls of dynasties, conquerors, and traders. You've probably already seen it in Gladiator or Game of Thrones. This is Morocco. Today, I'll travel across the south of Morocco, exploring everything from the dunes of Merzouga to the bustling medinas of Marrakech and Essaouira. I'll see the beauty of the desert firsthand, and maybe even from the sky. My journey across the desert will take 11 days. Come with me as I explore Africa's most visited country. The trip started with a flight from Lisbon to Marrakech, landing late in the evening. From the airport, I was able to get a ride into the city for 75 dirham, or about $8. That night, I stayed at a riad right in the heart of the Medina. A riad is a traditional Moroccan house or palace centered around an interior courtyard or garden. Historically, these buildings were the homes of wealthy merchants, aristocrats, or government officials. The central courtyard in a riad, often with a fountain or small pool, served not only as a private gathering space, but also helped regulate temperature in Morocco's hot climate. In the summertime in Marrakech, temperatures have been known to go up as high as 50 degrees Celsius, so staying cool is essential. Riads are a great place to stay if you're looking for a more traditional Moroccan experience. Because of my riad's central location, just outside my door was the bustling Medina of Marrakech. Marrakech was founded in 1062 CE by the Almoravid dynasty, a Berber Muslim dynasty that built an empire stretching from modern-day Senegal to Spain. Marrakech became Morocco's second imperial capital after Fez and remained politically powerful under the Almohads, who built the Koutoubia Mosque in the 12th century. Under later dynasties like the Saadians and the Alawites, Marrakech remained a major center of politics, religion, and trade. Notably, the Saadian tombs, which were rediscovered in 1917, show off the intricate Islamic art and the wealth of the 16th century Saadian rulers. Today, Marrakech is a commercial hub and the most visited city in Morocco. Its Medina is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the Gemma El Fina Square is still one of the most vibrant public spaces in Africa. During my first few days in Morocco, I wandered through the vibrant markets of Marrakech, which overflow with spices, pottery, leather goods, and intricate lanterns. Merzouga. A few days later, I hopped on a bus and traveled over 300 miles to Merzouga, a town that lies on the edge of the Erg Dunes, just a few miles west of the Algerian border. The people in this area are mostly Arabs and Berbers. The Berber or Amazigh people are historically nomadic and one of the oldest known groups in northern Africa. This region of Morocco has played a key role in the trans-Saharan trade routes for centuries, and today it's still a popular entry point into the Sahara Desert. Interestingly enough, Merzouga sits at about 2,000 feet above the present-day sea level. However, both Merzouga and the desert that surrounds it was actually once underwater. As a result of this unique climate, the neighboring town of Erfoud is known as a fossil gold mine, with some fossils dating back over 400 million years. Today, Merzouga's economy is largely based on tourism, particularly desert tours, camel trekking, and stargazing. I don't know that I can recommend all of the camel tours, as I don't think that all of the animals are treated very well. However, I definitely would recommend making the trek up the dunes yourself. It's truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Ait Ben Haddou. After spending a few days in the desert, I started my journey back westward, stopping at the village of Ait Ben Haddou along the way. Ait Ben Haddou is a historic kasbah, or fortress, that sits along the former caravan route between the Sahara and Marrakech. Built as early as the 11th century, it was an important stop where traders could rest, exchange goods, and seek protection. The entire structure of Ait Ben Haddou is made of rammed earth and mud brick, a traditional Berber architectural style suited to the desert climate. And centuries later, Ait Ben Haddou is still partially inhabited, despite its lack of modern utilities. In 1987, it was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has been featured in over 20 major films and series. For Game of Thrones fans, you might recognize it as the exterior shots for the city of Yunkai. Taghazout. After a night in Ait Ben Haddou, I continued onto the coast to see what the Atlantic side of Morocco had to offer. After so many days in the desert, the sea seemed even more beautiful than I remembered. I started my Moroccan coastal journey in the surf town of Taghazout. For generations, Taghazout was a simple fishing village. The people there lived off of sardines, anchovies, and octopus from the Atlantic. But in the 1970s, foreign surfers discovered its waves, and the town slowly became a global surf destination. Arriving in Taghazout felt like I was back in Europe with the whitewashed buildings and colorful tiles that lined the streets. I spent 2 days in Taghazout, enjoying the town and learning to surf before continuing my journey north. Essaouira. The last new city on my journey was Essaouira, a coastal city about 3 hours west of Marrakech and north of Taghazout. Essaouira, once known as Mogador, was established as a key port in the 18th century by Sultan Mohammed bin Abdallah. He invited Jewish merchants and European traders to settle here, making Essaouira one of Morocco's most religiously and culturally diverse cities. The connection between Essaouira and Europe is clear. Essaouira became a key exporter to Europe, and its fortified walls were designed by a French architect. There are no cars allowed in the medina of Essaouira, and it's much less busy with bike traffic than the Marrakech medina. Essaouira also gave birth to Gnawa music, and is now the home of one of the biggest music festivals in the country. Although I only spent 1 day in Essaouira, it's a place I can see myself coming back to. There was so much to explore within the medina, and the climate of the coast was much more forgiving than Marrakech. Average temperatures in Marrakech in the summer range from 35 to 50 degrees Celsius. In comparison, Essaouira remains much cooler, with temperatures ranging from 18 to 25 degrees Celsius. Although it was nearly time to leave Morocco and fly back home, there was one more thing I had to do. And that was my trip to Morocco. Is it a place I would go back to? I'd say yes. Most of the people I met in Morocco were very friendly and welcoming people. And the few negative encounters I had did not overshadow the rest of the beauty that the country and its people had to offer. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like. If you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe down below. And if you want to see how I packed everything I needed for a trip like this in only a 24-liter backpack, click here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.